the Veterans Affairs Department announced that 24,000 post-9/11 veterans with traumatic brain injuries who were denied disability compensation by the VA between 2007 and 2015 might have another chance to receive their benefits. In a statement, the VA said, to ensure that TBI is properly evaluated for disability compensation purposes, VA developed a policy in 2007 requiring that one of four specialists, a psychiatrist, a physiatrist, a neurosurgeon, or a neurologist, complete TBI exams when VA does not have prior diagnoses. Dr. Brooke Alexander says genetic testing on 4 types of metabolism should be the first step in personalized TBI and PTS treatment. This specific test will determine if the right medication is being prescribed. So far, she says the VA has not been receptive to her idea. Confirming that is Randy Noller from the VA. Clinical care for service members and veterans who have experienced traumatic brain injury has been consistently provided through the VHA's TBI polytrauma system of care since 2007. This includes TBI screening, evaluation, and development of an individualized rehabilitation plan of care. In May, the Veteran Affairs Secretary Robert McDonald started a firestorm when he said,
what really counts is how does the veteran feel about their encounter with the VA. When you go to Disney, do they measure the number of hours you wait in line or the number, what's important? What's important is what's your satisfaction with the experience.
Former Green Beret Andrew Marr nearly died following military doc's TBI treatment advice and said,
the status quo isn't working, and the status quo is medication and psychotherapy, so we're challenging the status quo by providing a superior alternative.
And here to discuss more on that superior alternative and with her last part of this series is our news contributor, Kimberly Dvorak. Thank you for being with us this morning. What is that alternative? Just for those who may have not watched the last 2 parts.
Yeah, the alternative is that there is help. There has been a new study that does highlight that there is actually an injury to the brain. So these soldiers coming home from the battlefield are correct that a lot of them do actually have physical injuries to the brain. And what that requires is various different treatments. We've talked to a couple of different doctors who recommend hormone therapy to get the chemicals in the brain balanced out so they're working, on all cylinders. And then this week I spoke with Dr. Alexander, and she said that a lot of times this can come down to doing a blood test that tests the metabolism, and if your body can properly take medication such as Zoloft, which happens to be the #1 drug that the VA and DoD is giving to these warriors who come home with TBI and PTS. A lot of them aren't going to be able to metabolize that, and with a quick blood test, doctors will be able to have all the proper information sitting in front of them. It's something that your body does from day 1 until the day you die. So she said it's a test you take once, something that she's reached out to the military. They have not been receptive.
It seems like a common sense thing to do. Is the VA open to adopting this? Why isn't it widely used now?
Currently not. In the email that we got back from the VA, they're working off the 2007 protocol. Now, there are multiple ways to go about tackling this, massive issue that that these veterans are coming home, these warriors coming home with. However, until they start getting up, until somebody starts fighting the system, then we're not going to see any change, because it'll be status quo. And like Andrew said, that status quo is not helping. So we need to get this out there and have members of the media, reach out, and also the warriors need to reach out and help each other and push for change, because that, they're on the front lines. They need to get this going, and
they need to become their own advocates.
Absolutely, warriorangels.org. That's this group's fighting for that change.
Kimberly Dvorak, thank you for being with us this morning. For more on her stories, you can always go to our website, cw6sandiego.com.